terms. Go to TrueCar.com. Check out the true price. You could save $3,000 off MSRP. Good show today. Chris Broussard, Joel Klatt, Steven Jackson was the academic, all fired up today, and D'Angelo Hall. So, a lot of times I hear things, and I'm not ready to report them. And I thought today there's a couple of rumors going out in regards to LeBron in this season. And let's be honest, he got hurt. He's going to miss the playoffs. They got to make things happen. So there's a lot of LeBron, I would call them Bronspiracies, happening right now. And we thought we would today attack the 3 Bronspiracy theories in the NBA. Number 1, the Lakers are tanking for Zion Williamson at Duke. According to Basketball Reference, the Lakers now have double the odds to win the lottery. College player in over a decade. Will go number 1 in the June draft. LeBron went and watched Zion Williamson. Remember that game, Duke and Virginia? Mm-hmm. Not the game the former president was there. He went to the Virginia game, and since that time, the Lakers are tied for the worst record in the NBA. Lakers are late to the lottery party, but it does appear, with the luck of a ping pong ball. So do you buy, Joy, this first conspiracy?
Do I buy it? No, but I do think it's very interesting, and I do think that the sports world heads would explode if this happened. So I'm kind of rooting for it.
Yeah, I agree with you. I don't buy it, but I do think it's captivating, and sometimes there are just coincidences in life. People think the NBA lottery is rigged. I do not. The second conspiracy, the NBA is changing its entry age so LeBron can play with his son. A few weeks ago, the NBA proposed getting rid of the one-and-done rule, lowering the age limit to 18. The rule would be implemented for the 2022 draft to give teams ample time to prepare for the change, is what the league said. But LeBron is here in year 1 of a 4-year contract with the Lakers. He'll be a free agent in that summer, 2022. And his son, remember LeBron has professed many times he'd like to play with Bronny Jr. His son, if he graduates in 3 years and reclassifies like recent players Marvin Begley, Karl Anthony Towns, Andrew Wiggins have done, he'd be eligible to play in 2022. Joy, do you buy the NBA changing its entry age so LeBron could play with his son?
I do think it's very interesting, and I do think that LeBron may do the best to try and actually make this happen, but he'd have to get all of the players in the entire league on board with this, since this has to be collectively bargained. And I don't know that everybody's just going to do him this solid just for that. But it is interesting, and that would be cool to watch.
Do you think he possibly got in the ear of Adam Silver?
I think he has bigger things to deal with at the moment than that. But it's interesting.
It is kind of interesting, right?
Definitely going to watch if that happens.
So those are the 2. Now we have one more. This theory that LeBron is letting Luke Walton fail to get his friend Ty Lue to coach. Now, Jeannie Buss endorsed Luke Walton on January 23rd. The Lakers really have gone into the tank since 5-10. In the last 6 games, Lakers have been favorites. In the last 6, they've been favored. They're 1-5. LeBron's been visibly frustrated with Luke's coaching since Jeannie endorsed him. Luke Walton, you can see sometimes LeBron's disengaged. LeBron defensively is not the same player he's been in previous years. He left the court early Friday against the Bucks, and Ty Lue is the only head coach LeBron has ever handpicked, and he is also available. Joy, LeBron letting Luke Walton fail to get his friend Ty Lue after Jeannie Buss endorsed him. What do you make of this?
I don't think that LeBron is actively trying to lose, but I do think that he is making it as most visibly known as he possibly can that he is off the Luke Walton coaching situation.
You and I agree on all 3 of these.
So if that's a soft answer.
No, it's a good answer, by the way.
I mean, I do think Ty Lue is going to be the coach of the
Yeah, John just said in my ear, that's not a conspiracy. That's just happening.
Yeah, no, for sure. But I don't think he's actively trying to lose on the court in order to make that happen.
All right, so the first one was Lakers tanking for Zion Williamson. You don't think that's happening?
No.
But you think it's interesting?
Interesting. It'd be amazing.
Okay, I agree. Second one, NBA is changing its entry age so LeBron can play with his son.
Yeah, no. Too many people have to agree to that for it to be something LeBron can just make happen.
I think there's a little something there. And LeBron is letting Luke fail.
I think LeBron is doing the most that he can to make it seem like this is Luke's fault.
That I agree with.
And that he's unhappy with it.
Those are today's Bronspiracies.
We got to change that graphic to get you the tinfoil hat.
Yeah. I don't know. The staff came up with those today. We did a little digging and found them. By the way, so Peter King was on the Dan Patrick Show today talking about Kyler Murray and all that stuff. You know, the NFL Combine, that's where reporters go, GMs go. It's really an NFL convention. It's not just watching guys in their underwear, jump. It's a convention. You hire coordinators, you fire people. Yeah, not fire people, but you bottom line is it's a convention, a lot of late night dinners, hiring people. And here's what Peter King said.
Someone in Indianapolis told me John Gruden is the worst poker player in the NFL. He and Mike Mayock can talk all they want about how they love Derek Carr, and indeed they may love Derek Carr. But I'm telling you, John Gruden is very, very interested in Kyler Murray.
Okay, am I crazy? Derek Carr has become Tony Romo. That you watch him and your eyes tell you, oh, he's pretty good. And everybody's selling his stock. Like, Tony Romo was real. Derek Carr 2 years ago was 12-3, 28 touchdowns, 6 picks, and a 97 passer rating. And suddenly he's garbage? Would it be he's on his 4th head coach in 5 years? Would it be that 2 years ago his coordinator had never been a coordinator? Would it be his team just figured out where they're playing about 2 weeks ago? I mean, Derek Carr last year had career highs in completion percentage and passing yards, and that's with Amari Cooper leaving in the middle of the year. I mean, they're Jared Cook and a whole bunch of nothing offensively. I don't get it. Like, I go back to something I believe, which is trust your eyes. Just watch body language. Trust your eyes. I always said this about Tony Romo. Tony Romo's elite. Tony Romo was absolutely one of the top 7-8 quarterbacks in the NFL when he played. I don't care about playoff stuff. Tony Romo was very good, and the data proved it, and he's a very good broadcaster. Derek Carr is a top 12 quarterback. Now, he may be 12, but I got to tell you, I think he's absolutely as talented as Matt Ryan. He just had a broken leg. And he was in the running to be an MVP in 2016. If you look at the dysfunction of the Raiders, you can't tell me there's not a component, a part of Derek Carr's struggles, which aren't at least somewhat tied to that. 2 years ago, he got a coordinator who'd never been a coordinator. My eyes tell me guy can play. Maple Leafs Flames tonight, Discover card key matchup. Get your free credit scorecard today, even if you're not a Discover customer. Include your FICA credit score. Learn more at discover.com/credit scorecard. Limitations do apply. All right, good stuff today. Chris Broussard joined us from New York. Joel Klatt, Steven Jackson, and D'Angelo Hall. The Combine's fun. I don't take a ton from the Combine, but I will say this. It's well covered. It's smartly broadcast. It can be wildly entertaining. I just don't think it means a ton. I mean, I want to see a game tape more than I want to see you in your underwear jumping. I don't care if offensive linemen can run. I really don't. Speak for yourself around the corner. It's Herb.